Super Regional. Representatives of LSU joining us left to right on your screen include head coach Paul Mainieri, starting pitcher Mikhail Hilliard, and center fielder Drew Bianco. To ask a question, please click the raise your hand function and we'll call on you one at a time. Before we take questions, Coach will make some opening remarks. Coach?
Well, it was a great ball game. Uh, very similar to the first game we had here earlier in the year, going up against Dallas. He threw an awful lot of sliders, just like he did way back in March, and just like in March, we didn't have much of an answer for it. He struck out a lot of batters. I don't know how many exactly. He struck out. I'm looking at the box score. I guess he struck out 12 in 6 innings. I think he struck out 11 back then, and we just had a tough time making contact against him. Through, like I said, an awful lot of sliders. Uh, we had the home run during the rainstorm early, and then Doty hit a ball very similar to that later in the game, and we thought it for sure was a two-run homer to tie the ball game. But the air was much different. It was much heavier, and the ball was caught, I guess, on the warning track up close to the wall. We thought we had tied the game there, but it didn't play out that way. I thought Mikhail was terrific. I actually thought Javen Coleman was terrific. We just had very similar to the first game earlier this year when Landon Marceau pitched and they had a two-run inning against us and crazy things happened. When our center fielder dove for a ball and the ball went to the wall, and then they had scored a run on a pass ball strikeout. This was kind of the same kind of inning. I really only felt that they hit one ball fairly hard, and that was the ball that Rucker hit down the line, which was really just a hard ground ball, but it was a double. Uh, Outside of that, they didn't really hit balls hard, yet they were able to scratch 3 runs across, and that was the ball game right there. I thought Javen threw the ball extremely well, and we couldn't get to Hunley. We had a chance there in the ninth, and we just couldn't get the hit there to tie the ball game. But it was a tough loss, but a great ball game, great atmosphere. And we have to put it behind us now and get ready for tomorrow.
Questions? We'll start with Wilson Alexander.
Mikhail, you had to warm up a good bit, I guess, after that rain delay. Do you find that maybe took you a second to kind of get back into it when you came back into the game? And did it affect you in any way, maybe later, like in the amount of pitches that you were able to throw today?
Yeah, it did kind of affect me, but just being a senior, I shouldn't have let it uh, affect me. I should have made sure I was making those pitches in tough counts and getting ahead in counts and trusting in my defense. But I'll be better next time, and I know we played a really good game, but we'll be ready for tomorrow.
We'll go to David False.
Coach David from Rivals. I'd like to know what your thought process was of going with Javen in the 6 and pulling Mikhail. Was it almost a plan before the game kind of thing? What went through your thought process in that situation?
Well, if you remember correctly, last weekend we went to Javen pretty early, and he pretty much dominated the game. So I was really happy to get 5 good innings out of Mikhail. He was really outstanding. He threw 76 pitches, and we were getting ready to go top of the order. They had already seen Mikhail twice. I thought Mikhail did a tremendous job, but I thought, especially with Ferguson and Gilbert coming up the next inning with I thought having a left-handed pitcher there that I had a lot of confidence in. I thought it was the move to make. And, he struck out Spence to start off the inning. He got 2 quick strikes on Ferguson. Really the undoing was coming back and walking Ferguson. It was 3-2 pitch that just barely missed, I think, slightly low maybe. And then he got, Gilbert on a weak ground ball that craziness happened, might have tied the game, but, Cade tried to tag the runner. We thought he might have gone out of the baseline, but, then of course he was delayed in throwing the ball to first base, which allowed the runner to get to first base. But yeah, Mikhail gave us 5 great innings, and Javen Coleman was the right guy for that situation. And craziness happened in that inning. He settled in and pitched great. after that inning. I thought he was tremendous.
Glenn West.
Yeah, hey, this can be for Coach and then also for Drew. I mean, now you guys kind of head in here this last game tomorrow and potentially Monday with your backs against the wall. I mean, that's something you guys are very familiar with over the last week. I mean, just how can you learn from last weekend's experiences and help hopefully or just potentially get out of the these next two games.
Who was that for, Glenn?
Sorry, it's for Coach and then also for Drew.
Yeah, go ahead.
We've been here before, like you said, in the regional, and I think that's when we started playing our best baseball all year. So hopefully we can do that tomorrow and Monday, but we're just going to take it one game at a time and get ready to win a game tomorrow, and because that's the most important game of the year. So hopefully we can come out, swing it against a good arm, and Marceau is going to do his thing. So hopefully we can just play good and get a win and take it one game at a time.
Glenn, I just don't really have anything to add. That's pretty much the way we think. Let's go out there and leave it on the field tomorrow so we have no regrets, and then hopefully we will win the ball game, and then we'll turn our attention to Monday.
Kevin Batiste and Wes Rucker.
Hey, Coach, what was Cade's explanation as far as what happened on that missed tag?
I haven't talked to him about it, Kevin.
I guess for Paul and for Drew, what is it about Sean Hunley that gets him so many strikeouts and misses so many barrels? I don't know if he's a high velocity guy, but is it a spin rate deal and it just jumps up on you, or what have you noticed? I guess you've seen him a couple times this season.
It's a good question. He does it against everybody. As you look at his numbers, they're tremendous. He averages over a strikeout an inning. He's got a low earned run average, a low batting average against. He doesn't really throw a lot of breaking balls. It's just a lot of fastballs. I thought we had a couple good swings against him, and actually more than a couple. But he obviously rose up and got the big strike out there at the very end of the game. I thought Jordan was battling him hard. He had some good swings. He just kept barely missing it, fouling him off, and then he swung through the last one. But I can't really explain it. Obviously they have a lot of confidence in him. He's done very well against everybody, and I'm sure we'll see him again. So we need to be ready for him and just gear up and try to get that barrel on the ball.
He's a really good fastball, and he throws a lot, and it's just kind of hard pitch to pick up. I don't really know why. He's just one of those guys. I'm sure it's spin rate or something, but I thought we had some good at-bats at the end of the game, and I thought Belosso's ball was getting down the line, and then, like Coach said, Jordan battled his butt off, and we were inches away from tying that game, and hopefully if he comes in tomorrow, we'll be ready for him.
Go to Jacques Doucet.
Hey, Coach, how do you think the guys handled the atmosphere? Was there kind of a feeling of, hey, if we can weather the storm early, we'll be all right?
Yeah, I just think our guys were focusing on trying to beat the players on the field, Jacques. It was obviously a enthusiastic crowd. The place was packed. They're playing for a lot, and we're playing for a lot. So, it's a typical SEC environment. We've seen it before, and we've seen it lots of times, and our players are used to it. And I don't think we're uptight or anything. I think we just are trying to beat a really good ball club with really good players, and we're out there competing. And I thought our guys really played hard tonight and competed hard, and they came out on top. With the margin of the difference in the game was very slim again. We've played these guys 4 times, and by the slimmest of margins, they've come out on top in all 4 of the games. We need to try to reverse that tomorrow.
Any other questions? Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.